I've had people say to me, "Why are you making these videos, Mary?" I don't know. It's kind of something inside of me that I want to share with the world. For me, it just brings me home to knowing that all these years I've been doing the right thing. All chefs are pyromaniacs. They love to play with fire.
Fire obviously was the beginning of cooking at all. That's where it all began. There wasn't cooking until we invented fire. Before that, there was no cooking. Fire is the original, and yet still the best.
I'm thoroughly convinced that that's why people become chefs, is because they didn't grow up. They still love to play with fire.
They are pyromaniacs. They're aware of what it does to food, but more importantly, they're aware of how engaging fire can be.
Did I ever tell you that my favorite chore was to take out the garbage? Because where I lived, you burned it. You got to put it in the incinerator and light it on fire. And I would put things in one at a time just to watch how each thing burned.
I have so many memories that revolve around fire. I remember being at scout camp and just testing out all the different things we could throw in the fire. What happens if we just throw a firecracker straight into the coals? What happens if we throw batteries into the fire? What happens if we throw a lighter into the fire?
I blame my baldness on a fire mishap.
I remember when Caleb lit, our parents' house on fire.
And did light the house on fire.
Fortunately, the place didn't burn down, but did scar the garage pretty badly.
I was like 12 years old, Everyone lights the house on fire when they're 12 years old.
There are so many innovations that have been made in the culinary world over the years that have really opened new doors and have made vast improvements. And some of the things we've done have changed food forever. But when it comes to fire, it has still to be surpassed, still to be replaced. It still is the epitome of cooking.
What excites me about fire is really the guest. When you see their faces, when you've given them an experience, that's what's exciting for me. I love it when we go to the big catering conferences where they come from all over the world to learn. And we're asked to teach. And we show them something that they've never seen before. Like when we showed them how to flame donuts. Everyone wanted to flame donuts then.
I want to get this giant weed burner. We're gonna cook meat with this thing. When we first turned on that torch, and it sounds like a jet engine. It comes out of the torch and it's all just this big stream of blue. But then you put it on the food and it just explodes into this big, bright yellow and orange and red thing. It's just wrapping up the food in the fire. And fire is a fun way. It invites you to explore. It just creates this natural desire for you to experiment.
That's why fire is fun. That's why fire, people enjoy it, chefs enjoy it, but the guests enjoy it. It's good to be scared of fire. It's good to know what fire is capable of, so then you know how to handle it. Because if you're not careful, fire can get out of control. Otherwise, you end up with fire pattern baldness.
So when I first walk up to a fire, I feel a little bit of pride. I'm gonna show off a little bit. I'm gonna light a big old fire. I'm gonna show some people some tricks maybe they don't know. When I choose to cook with fire as opposed to cooking some other way, it's mostly because I am after a flavor. And even though it's more work sometimes, even though it's more cleanup sometimes, even though it's a little more dangerous sometimes, it's worth it. Once you go that direction, you won't go back.
And did I mention, don't do this at home?